Peace and blessings, dear friends. Happy Monday and welcome back to your Monday message. I am your host for your weekly dose of inspirational insights from quotes that I have come across along the way. This week I have an amazing quote for you. Well, I thought it was an amazing quote. It really helped me out. I don't know if you have been experiencing what has been going on in the last couple of months. Many people have been letting me know that they are feeling a lot of overwhelm, and I can let you know for myself as well, I have been really going through the storm of overwhelm. And I was reminded of this quote. Sometimes it's hard when you're going through your difficulties, when you're in the state of overwhelm, to hear these words. But I'm hoping that you will open your hearts and open your ears and just for a minute, allow this to land within you if you are also in a state of overwhelm. This one is big. So Mel Robbins is an amazing author and speaker. Definitely check her out. Mel Robbins, not related to Tony Robbins. Mel Robbins, she's an amazing author and motivational speaker. And I came across this quote from her, and she says, "Our doubts are what create mountains, and it is our action that moves them." You know that old saying, your faith can move many mountains? There's also a saying that says faith without works is dead. So we can't just rely on faith, that we have faith that we're going to get through things. I think that's an important element if you are a faith-based person. I'm not trying to just poo-poo all over that one. However, faith without works is dead. And this quote, for me, this reminder was a big one when I was in my overwhelm, because what brought me out of it, taking action, right? It didn't mean that I conquered the whole mountain. It didn't mean that I did everything on my to-do list, but my state of overwhelm was building up because there were some things that I needed to handle. And overwhelm is when you feel like you're not going to get it all done. That's what overwhelm is. You're feeling like there's no way you can handle what is happening. And so the best way to remedy that situation and that mood, that storm, is to just start taking some action where it's really important for you, right? Don't worry about doing all the action steps, but just start taking some action. Do the first thing, do the next thing, do the next thing. And you'll get some momentum there, and you'll also get some relief. You'll feel like, okay, I can actually breathe. I'm getting some things done, and I am getting some momentum here. So if you are in that state of overwhelm, your fear in that storm of overwhelm is creating these mountains that feel insurmountable. They just feel like I am never ever going to get to the top of that mountain. And instead of fixating on being on the top of that mountain, I want you to just start the climb. Just start the journey. Take a step by taking an action, right? Our fears are what create those mountains, and our actions are what move those mountains. That's what Mel Robbins says. And I found that applying this last week really helped me move out of that place of overwhelm. I still have a lot of things to do. I still feel like I'm a bit behind on my work, but I am not in that state of overwhelm that is debilitating. You know what I'm talking about? That state of overwhelm where you just want to crawl under the covers in your bed and just do nothing because it's too much to do anything. That state of overwhelm can be absolutely paralyzing. And so I want you to muster up the courage to just figure out what are 1 or 2 or 3 things that you can do today, and not do the dishes and do the laundry and the simple mundane day-to-day tasks. What is an action step that's going to make you feel like you have some productive output for your day, that you did something that moved the needle in the direction that you need to go. Maybe it's replying to that email, or returning that phone call, or reaching out to that person to make your ask or your request, or it's booking that appointment with the web designer to build your website, or whatever it is. Figure out what is 1 or 2 or 3 things that you can do, and even just start with one thing. I know for me, when I was in my overwhelm, I just had to force myself to sit down and do the work that I had been avoiding. And once I got going on the work, it was like a whole flow of energy opened up, and I was able to get more output, more what we call productive output in that time than what I had set out to do. I had set out to just do one task, and in that momentum from that effort, I was able to get more than just that one task done. And so I want you to trust that if you just get started, right, that the doors will open and you'll find that there's a flow of energy that starts to carry you. And that action is what moves those mountains out of the way. Those mountains that you feel like you need to climb up and over to get to the other side. It is the action steps that you take that will get you up and over, right? Feeling like you're well on your way to being up and over those mountains. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling doubtful, if you're feeling fear, right? Like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to turn out, whether it's a work project or a difficult conversation or a boundary that you need to set or your own self-care plan that you need to do. Whatever the category is of the action that you've been meaning to take, whatever theme of that mountain that is building in your life is, right? It is your fear that is building that mountain, and it is your actions that will remove those mountains, or rather help you traverse them. So take some action today, my friends. Find something that you can do, even if it's just one thing, and do it. And I know that that one thing is going to give you some momentum. But once you feel like you can actually take a step, you feel like you've done something, there is a level of competence that you have about yourself of like, oh, okay, I can do this. I can take an action step. I can follow through. I can show up to this moment. That competence leads to more confidence. And now we are in a beautiful loop, the confidence loop, right? The confidence feeds our competence. And the more competent we feel, the more likely we are to take some action. So when you feel like you've taken action or you've taken a step, not only does it give you momentum because now you're in stride, it also gives you confidence because you're in stride and you got going, you got moving. So find something today, at least one thing that you can do, right, to take action in that area of overwhelm. And don't be attached to, I gotta get the whole project done, or I gotta come to completion with that difficult conversation, or whatever it is. Just take the first step. Take that first action, take that step, find that one thing that you can do, because it is your action that gets you moving past those mountains of fear that you are cultivating in your mind, right? So the mind is creating a story. It is your action that starts to dissolve that story. So my friends, find an action step to take. And if you'd like some social accountability, drop it in a comment below. What is your action step that you need to take, right? That you've been avoiding, that you need to do, or that you hadn't thought of, or just, right? Whatever it is, what is the action step that you need to take? Drop it down in the comments below so I can cheer you on. Please hit the like button, share this video with somebody who is feeling stuck or feeling frozen or feeling a little bit paralyzed because they're chasing a dream and they're feeling like this mountain is in front of them. If you're feeling like your dream or your project is being blocked, most likely it's being blocked by that mountain that is being created by your own fears. So take some action, show up for yourself today, find one thing to do, my friend, and start that journey. All right. Happy Monday, enjoy the rest of your week, and I hope that you have found this video helpful and insightful. Again, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you really liked it, share it with a friend, send it off to somebody else who you think can benefit from it. Enjoy your week. I will see you next Monday in your inbox, and I'm looking forward to seeing you throughout the week. If you're coming to join me for yoga this week, follow me on my Instagram if you're not there already, and I will see you when I see you. Peace out, bless up. From my heart to yours, so much love and appreciation. Namaste.